Okay, so we're doing Specialist External Paper 2022, Paper 1 Tech Free, question 17. The region between the x-axis and the curve of that function for 0 to pi on 2 is rotated about the x-axis to form a solid. Determine the volume of the solid. Express your answer in simplest terms. So from our rule sheet, our volume will equal pi, 0 to pi on 2, and then we need 1 plus sine 2x squared. All right, so we've got it's an integral. Unit 4, journey of integration. So let's expand. So this is going to be 1 plus sine 2x, 2 sine 2x, plus sine squared 2x dx. Integrating that, we can integrate that easily enough, that easily enough. Sine squared, we're going to need to do a substitution. So I'm just going to do my substitution now. We use our cos double angle rule. Cos 2a equals 1 take 2 sine squared a. Obviously, we're going to rearrange this. You would have done this lots of times in your practice. And so then sine squared a is a half 1 minus cos 2a. So for sine squared 2x, it's going to be a half 1 take cos 4x. Using that trig substitution for a sine squared. So down here now, we're going to have pi, 0 to pi on 2, 1 plus 2 sine 2x. I'm going to split this bracket up, minus a half cos 4x dx. So I just split that to a half, take a half. I can now do that integral, can't I? That'll go to x plus sine goes to negative. Yeah, sine goes to negative cos, correct? Sine cos, yep, negative cos. So it's known as 2 sine, cos 2x over 2 plus a half x. Cos goes to sine, so that'll be a half sine 4x on 4 between 0 and pi on 2. Just making sure we've got our negatives correct for our coses and our sines. We can see doing this, obviously we can add these together, so that's going to be 3 on 2x. This will simplify to cos 2x. This will simplify to sine 4x on 8 between 0 and pi on 2. I'd like to simplify it up a bit before we now do our substitution. Pi, now I'm going to have 3 on 2 times pi on 2, take cos pi minus cos, that's a sine, isn't it? Sine 2 pi, because 4 times pi on 2 would give me 2 pi on 8. That's my first bracket. Take 3 on 2 times 0 minus cos 0 minus sine 0 on 8. Oops, close my brackets off. So just doing my substitutions in. Those signs are getting a bit hard to read, aren't they? Leaving my pi outside. I'm going to have 3 pi on 4. We need to know our cos and sine values. Remember, cos is this graph. Whoops. 2 pi, that's cos. Sine is this graph to 2 pi, so that's sine. So we can get our exact values. So the cos of pi is -1, so we take -1. Sine of 2 pi is 1, take 1/8. Take away in brackets. Obviously that's 0. Cos of 0 is 1, take 1. Sine of 0. Oh man, where's my thinking gone? I messed up sine, didn't I? For those who are going, you've messed it up. You're right. There's sine, 2 pi, pi. So the sine of 2 pi was 0. And the sine of 0 is 0. That sounds better, doesn't it? So our volume is equal to pi, in brackets. Following what I've got there, I've got 3 pi on 4 plus 1. Now this take -1 will be plus another 1. And done. So pi, 3 pi on 4 plus 2 is my unit. So the volume is, you can write that as pi, 3 pi on 4 plus 2 units cubed. If you'd written it as 3 pi squared on 4 plus 2 pi units cubed, that would also be acceptable. That is question 17.